Debates on the Nature of Artificial General Intelligence. This video is based the expert voice in science by Melanie Mitchell. The term artificial general intelligence, AGI, has become ubiquitous in current discourse around AI. OpenAI states that its mission is to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. Deep Mind's company vision statement notes that artificial general intelligence has the potential to drive one of the greatest transformations in history. AGI is mentioned prominently in the UK government's national AI strategy and in US government AI documents. Microsoft researchers recently claimed evidence of sparks of AGI in the large language model GPT-4. And current and former Google executives proclaimed that AGI is already here. The question of whether GPT-4 is an AGI algorithm is at the center of a lawsuit filed by Elon Musk against OpenAI. What AGI means, or whether it means anything coherent at all, is hotly debated in the AI community. The original goal of the AI field was to create machines with general intelligence comparable to that of humans. Early AI pioneers were optimistic. In 1965, Herbert Simon predicted in his book The Shape of Automation for Men and Management that machines will be capable, within 20 years, of doing any work that a man can do. And, in a 1970 issue of Life magazine, Marvin Minsky is quoted as declaring that, in from 3 to 8 years we will have a machine with the general intelligence of an average human being. I mean a machine that will be able to read Shakespeare, grease a car, play office politics, tell a joke, have a fight. In the following decades, the only successful AI systems were narrow rather than general. They could perform only a single task or a limited scope of tasks. For example, the speech recognition software on your phone can transcribe your dictation but cannot intelligently respond to it. The term AGI was coined in the early 2000s to recapture the original lofty aspirations of AI pioneers, seeking a renewed focus on attempts to study and reproduce intelligence as a whole in a domain-independent way. Recently, many AI practitioners have speculated on the timeline to AGI, one predicting, for example, a 50% chance that we have AGI by 2028. Others question the very premise of AGI, calling it vague and ill-defined. One prominent researcher tweeted that the whole concept is unscientific, and people should be embarrassed to even use the term. Creating AI systems that can beat you at chess or answer your search queries is a lot easier than building a robot to fold your laundry or fix your plumbing. The definition of AGI was adjusted accordingly to include only so-called cognitive tasks. DeepMind co-founder Demis Hassabis defines AGI as a system that should be able to do pretty much any cognitive task that humans can do. OpenAI describes it as highly autonomous systems that outperform humans at most economically valuable work, where most leaves out tasks requiring the physical intelligence that will likely elude robots for some time. The notion of intelligence is often framed in terms of an individual agent optimizing for a reward or goal. One influential paper defined general intelligence as an agent's ability to achieve goals in a wide range of environments. Another stated that intelligence, and its associated abilities, can be understood as subserving the maximization of reward. Indeed, this is how current-day AI works. For example, AlphaGo is trained to win the game. And GPT-4 is trained to predict the next word. Once an AI system achieves AGI, it will quickly achieve superhuman intelligence by applying its optimization power to its own software, recursively advancing its own intelligence and quickly becoming, in one extreme prediction, thousands or millions of times more intelligent than we are. This focus on optimization has led some in the AI community to worry about the existential risk to humanity from unaligned AGI that diverges, maybe crazily, from its creator's goals. In his 2014 book Superintelligence, philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed a now famous thought experiment, producing paper clips so that exhausting all Earth's resources. AI researcher Yoshua Bengio provides his own thought experiment, We may ask an AI to fix climate change and it may design a virus that decimates the human population because our instructions were not clear enough on what harm meant, and humans are actually the main obstacle to fixing the climate crisis. Such speculative views of AGI differ from views held by people who study biological intelligence, especially human cognition. Whereas cognitive science has no rigorous definition of general intelligence or consensus on the extent to which humans, or any type of system, can have it, most cognitive scientists would agree that intelligence is not a quantity that can be measured on a single scale and arbitrarily dialed up and down, but rather a complex integration of general and specialized capabilities that are, for the most part, adaptive in a specific evolutionary niche. Many who study biological intelligence are also skeptical that so-called cognitive aspects of intelligence can be separated from its other modes and captured in a disembodied machine. Psychologists have shown that important aspects of human intelligence are grounded in one's embodied physical and emotional experiences. Evidence also shows that individual intelligence is deeply reliant on one's participation in social and cultural environments. Moreover, unlike the hypothetical paperclip maximizing AI, human intelligence is not centered on the optimization of fixed goals. Instead, a person's goals are formed through complex integration of innate needs and the social and cultural environment that supports their intelligence. And unlike the superintelligent paperclip maximizer, increased intelligence is precisely what enables us to have better insight into other people's intentions as well as the likely effects of our own actions, and to modify those actions accordingly. As the philosopher Claudia Grace writes, the idea of taking over the universe as a sub-step is entirely laughable for almost any human goal. So why do we think that AI goals are different? The specter of a machine improving its own software to increase its intelligence by orders of magnitude also diverges from the biological view of intelligence as a highly complex system that goes beyond an isolated brain. If human-level intelligence requires a complex integration of different cognitive capabilities as well as a scaffolding in society and culture, it is likely that the intelligence level of a system will not have seamless access to the software level, just as we humans cannot easily engineer our brains, or our genes, to make ourselves smarter. However, we as a collective have increased our effective intelligence through external technological tools, such as computers, and by building cultural institutions, such as schools, libraries, and the Internet. What AGI means and whether it is a coherent concept are still under debate. Moreover, speculations about what AGI machines will be able to do are largely based on intuitions rather than scientific evidence. But how much can such intuitions be trusted? The history of AI has repeatedly disproved our intuitions about intelligence. Many early AI pioneers thought that machines programmed with logic would capture the full spectrum of human intelligence. Other scholars predicted that getting a machine to beat humans at chess, or to translate between languages, or to hold a conversation, would require it to have general human-level intelligence, only to be proven wrong. At each step in the evolution of AI, human-level intelligence turned out to be more complex than researchers expected. Will current speculations about machine intelligence prove similarly wrong-headed? And could we develop a more rigorous and general science of intelligence to answer such questions? It is not clear whether a science of AI would be more like the science of human intelligence or more like, say, astrobiology, which makes predictions about what life might be like on other planets. Making predictions about something that has never been seen and might not even exist, whether that is extraterrestrial life or superintelligent machines, will require theories grounded in general principles. In the end, the meaning and consequences of AGI will not be settled by debates in the media, lawsuits, or our intuitions and speculations but by long-term scientific investigation of such principles. Comments and criticisms are welcome.